is turning out to be one of great anxiety and uncertainty for literally thousands of families in Southwest Ohio. At this moment, the economic future of more than 8,000 people, 8,000 workers, and their families in the Wilmington and surrounding communities hangs in the balance. DHL, the cargo carrier service, is threatening to shut down its Wilmington hub, a decision that, if successful, threatens both families and surrounding communities. In May, DHL's parent company, the German company Deutsche Post WorldNet, announced a proposed deal with UPS that would close the Ohio operation. In 2004, the state of Ohio, the city of Wilmington, a community of 13,000 people, and surrounding counties, Highland County, Greene County, Clark County, the area around it, proudly laid out the welcome mat for DHL, providing more than $400 million in incentives just 4 years ago. It was, we thought then, the beginning of a long friendship. The Wilmington Air Park is the largest employer in a 6-county area of Ohio. And literally in each of the 6 counties in the region, DHL is the single largest employer. Air Park employees are drawn from 45, more than half of Ohio's 88 counties. Tomorrow, Mr. President, Americans from across the country will gather around their television sets to enjoy baseball's All-Star game at Yankee Stadium. The first pitch will be thrown by Cleveland's All-Star pitcher, Cliff Lee. At this midsummer classic, they may notice that emblazoned on the walls of Yankee Stadium and on game memorabilia is the DHL logo, because DHL is the official carrier of Major League Baseball. More than 8,000 Ohio workers and their families have helped make DHL a major league player in the North American express delivery business. Their families and the community have supported DHL, worked for DHL, helped build DHL, and state government, local governments pitched in, as I said, with $400 million to build this company and help it thrive in Southwest Ohio. Thankfully, Mr. President, the agreement with UPS and the agreement to shut down is not yet final, and so we fight. This morning, earlier today, Mayor David Risk, Clinton County Commissioner Randy Riley, and I joined hundreds of DHL, ABX, and A-Star workers to fight for these jobs, to fight for this community. Together, we delivered, as I walked into DHL's headquarters in Wilmington, just outside Wilmington, out in the outskirts of Wilmington, I delivered more than 9,000 signatures on petitions to DHL headquarters, petitions that were denied by DHL management 2 weeks ago when employees and community members tried to deliver them. DHL needs to hear from these families. They need to understand that good corporate citizenship means more than baseball advertisements and company sponsorships. Workers and their families rightfully feel betrayed by the callous decision made by Deutsche Post. This kind of betrayal does not just eliminate jobs. The community loses revenue, public schools take a hit, police force, fire department all take major hits. It's estimated that 10% of the Wilmington City Schools budget is derived from DHL's operation in Wilmington. Hospitals suffer. Clinton Memorial Hospital is a not-for-profit, and people connected to DHL account for a huge percent of overall operations. They get $7 million in revenue just from DHL, ABX, and A-Star, and their overall budget is $100 million. They don't know how they will be able to continue operations if DHL closes down its operations in Wilmington. There are some 15,000 children of DHL workers at the Wilmington Air Park, DHL, A-Star, and ABX, who will lose their jobs. Today I stood, Mr. President, with the real All-Stars, a couple hundred workers and their families from Southwest Ohio at DHL and at the Union Hall right across the street. In the last few months, they've been sending me their stories. I'd like to share some of them. Tara Pratt's of Lebanon, a community a few miles from there in Warren County, told me that she and her husband relocated to Ohio because they, quote unquote, trusted DHL and the promises made to her and to workers like her. Reading from her note, she said, Deutsche Post is nothing more than a corporate terrorist destroying the very lives that built the company. Kelly Morse of Blanchester also wrote me about moving to Ohio because of the loyalty she felt for DHL. At first, she writes, we did not want to move, but as a loyal employee, I wanted to live close to my employer. DHL needs to be held accountable for the commitments they made to the people, the workers, and the communities of Southwest Ohio. New Vienna resident Beth Carpenter wrote, my husband's one of the many employees being laid off. With the way it is, it's hard trying to keep food on your table, let alone try to do it without a job. Sherry Barrett, also of New Vienna, wrote simply, we're all extremely terrified of what our future holds. We need all of you in our government to fight hard for us and for Ohio. Again, it doesn't need to be this way, Mr. President. DHL has been a good corporate citizen. It can remain a good friend to the people of Ohio. Workers and family members in the community are ready to do whatever it takes, whatever it takes. This morning in Wilmington, it was clear that this community sticks together when times are tough. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor and suggest the absence